The purpose of this sequence is to help you recognize your Annamaya Kosha. In Vedic philosophy, the koshas are sheaths that cover your soul like layers of an onion. There are 5 koshas, and each one gets more and more subtle the closer you get to your spirit center. Working with the koshas can help you to uncloud some areas in your life and consciousness, kind of like unfogging a mirror, so that your true essence can shine. Today we'll work with the outermost kosha called Annamaya. This is your gross or physical body. It is the vessel that contains your soul. The Annamaya Kosha is composed of the food you eat, any physical activity you do, such as yoga asanas, as well as the 5 senses. When we recognize this kosha and are not blocked by it, we can experience more vitality. So we'll work with this kosha by utilizing the root chakra for grounding, as well as playing around with different physical senses and sensations in the poses today. Start out your practice in Sukhasana, or any seated position that feels most comfortable to you. Feel your bottom, your feet, and your legs grounded into the mat, and allow your body to relax. To get centered, we'll do Nadi Shodhana Pranayama, also known as alternate nostril breathing. Take whichever hand you would like, and place your pointer and middle finger on your forehead, and your thumb and ring finger on either nostril. Take a breath in, just breathing normally, and then allow the breath to leave the body. On your next breath in, close your right nostril and inhale through your left nostril. Reach the top of the inhale, seal the left nostril, open the right, and exhale through the right nostril. Keeping your left nostril sealed, take a breath in through the right nostril, close the right, open the left, and exhale through the left. So we're just breathing through one of our nostrils at a time, switching the seal, and then exhaling through the other. Keep breathing like this, switching between nostrils. Really paying attention to the sensation you feel as the breath enters the nose. On the inhale, noticing that natural pause at the top of the breath. And then feel the warm air as it leaves your nose on the exhale. Take one more round of breath through each nostril, using the full capacity of your lungs. When you've finished with those breaths, return your hands to your knees. And from here, just take a couple breaths, breathing into both nostrils and feeling this balance of your nervous system. On your next breath in, sweep the arms above your head, touch your palms together at the top. A slight pause as you bring your thumbs to your forehead and exhale your hands to heart center. Slight pause at the bottom of the exhale, and then inhale, sweep your arms above your head, touch your palms together. Hold your breath at the top as you bring your thumbs to your third eye. And then exhale your hands to heart center. Hold the breath at the bottom. Inhale, sweep your arms up, palms to touch. Hold the breath as you bring your thumbs to the space between your eyebrows. Exhale your hands to heart center and finish the breath in its entirety. From here, make your way onto your hands and knees for a tabletop position. We're just going to warm up the body here, so take whatever movement you would like. You can warm up the wrists by flipping the palms under, maybe pointing the fingers to the sides of your mat and rocking side to side. Maybe give your neck a little roll. Take some cat-cow, or look side to side behind you. Do whatever your body needs right now, and do it with breath. See if you can make each breath longer than the last, stretching it out and filling deeper spaces in the body. Tune into any physical sensations you feel. Tune into the connection of your palms against the mat, the stretch of your feet, whether they're tucked or untucked. Feel the spaces that you're opening up in the body using your breath. Find yourself in stillness. Tuck the toes if they aren't already, and then send your hips back for Adho Mukha Svanasana, or downward facing dog. Take any movement here you would like to warm up your hamstrings. Find stillness and encourage your heels closer to the mat. Ground down through your left hand as you hook your right hand on your left ankle, coming into a twist in your downward facing dog. Place your hand back to the top of the mat and bring your left hand to the outside of your right ankle, seeing if you can make that connection. Now return your left hand to the top of the mat. Take a breath in, rise onto your toes. And on the exhale, walk your feet to meet your hands at the top of the mat, coming into a forward fold. Have a generous bend in your knees. Maybe hook your arms around the back of your legs. Just feel everything spill into your upper body. Floss out your vertebrae by nodding your head yes, shaking your head no. Inhale deep into the belly. Exhale, pour it out. Breath in, slow rise up, with your head being the last to rise. Take an extra breath if you need. Tadasana, or mountain pose. Inhale, create a spacious breath, press down through the pelvic floor. Exhale, encourage the navel towards the spine and zip up with the belly button. Keep this engagement as you sweep the arms above the head on the breath in. Exhale, cactus your arms, take a baby back bend. Inhale, lift up through the chest, neutralize the spine. Exhale, hinge at the hips to fold forward. Slow fold down. On a breath in, take a halfway lift. Encourage length in the spine. Exhale, plant your hands and step your feet back for a high plank. Press your palms firmly into the mat and energetically pull the hands to the left and right sides of the mat to create space in your upper back. Take a breath in. Exhale it out. Breath in. Exhale, keeping the elbows tucked into the sides, slowly lower all the way down onto your belly. Press the tops of the feet firmly into the mat. Inhale, hover the hands in the head, squeeze the shoulder blades together for baby cobra. Exhale, release down to the mat. Tuck the toes. Inhale, move through high plank or modified plank. Exhale, your hips back, downward facing dog. Choose a conscious breath. Pull your hips back and reach the crown of your head forward. Feel your spine lengthening as you pull in two opposite directions. Breathe in to look between your hands, and exhale, walk your feet to the top of the mat, forward fold. Breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms above your head. Engage your core to protect your spine as you exhale for a baby back bend. Squeeze out the breath. Inhale, touch your palms together at the top. Look up. Slow exhale down. Reach forward as you fold. Take an extra breath if you need. On your next breath in, halfway lift. Reach your head towards the front of the room. Exhale, plant your hands. Step the unfamiliar foot back, high plank. Breath in. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Place your hands, a handprint in front of your shoulders on the breath in. Press down through the hands. Peel the chest away from the mat, high cobra. Exhale, release your shoulders down. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower down to the mat. Inhale, move through high plank or modified plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Throughout this practice, we're going to work with the Mula Bandha, which is also known as a root lock. To feel this, you can always come down on your knees as well. To engage the Mula Bandha, first inhale as you normally would, expanding in the torso. And on the exhale, contract the muscles between your pubic bone and tailbone. Inhale, release this, expand the torso. Exhale, contract the muscles, pulling the pelvic floor up. Feel your deep ab muscles engage and pull towards the spine as you hold this. Inhale to release. Exhale, pull the pelvic floor up. Breathe slow and deep. We're going to work with the Mula Bandha in a couple different poses. This bandha helps you to build core strength, and it protects your lower back and as well improves your concentration. Take a breath in to look between your hands. Exhale, squeeze the air out, engage the Mula Bandha. Get light in your step and jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Stay for the exhale as you peel the shoulders away from your ears. Take a breath in. Exhale, fold into yourself. Inhale, press down through the feet, root to rise, sweep the arms above the head. Exhale, relax the shoulders and the jaw. Spacious breath in. Exhale, engage your Mula Bandha as you cactus the arms for a baby back bend. Inhale, neutralize the spine, release the bandha, touch the palms at the top, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump the feet back, and in the same breath, lower halfway or all the way down to the mat. Inhale, press the mat away from you, broaden in the chest, high cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Exhale, dump it out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, engage the Mula Bandha, bend in the knees, get light in your step, and at the bottom of the exhale, jump towards the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, pull the pelvic floor up, baby back bend. Inhale, touch the palms at the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump the feet back, lower from high to low plank. Inhale, press down, pull the chest up, upward facing dog. Pull the wrist back to draw the chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, engage the Mula Bandha, get light in your step, and hop towards the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, sweep the arms up, fresh breath in, fill up completely. Press the palms together at the top, look at your hands connect, and exhale, bring the hands to heart center. From here, clasp your hands behind your back, pull the wrists to the ground to feel the chest broaden. Take a breath in to lengthen the crown of the head towards the ceiling, and on the exhale, hinge at the hips to fold forward. Keep reaching your wrists towards the ceiling to open up in the shoulders. Relax the neck. Slight bend in the knees. Keep encouraging your hips to reach towards the sky. Take deep breaths into the belly and press it against your thighs. You'll notice that because of the constriction in your front body, the air travels into your back body. Release your grip, bringing your hands down to the mat. On a breath in, take a halfway lift, flat spine. Stay for the exhale, but micro bend in your knees, turn on the back of your legs. Inhale, sweep the arms above the head. We'll take 3 back bends. Do the first without engaging the Mula Bandha to see if you can notice the difference in your spine stability. Breath in, exhale. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, engage the pelvic floor, take your back bend. Inhale, release the Mula Bandha. Exhale, draw up, contract, baby back bend. Breathe into the chest to release the back bend. Press your palms together above your head. Feel this connection. And on an exhale, fold forward. Breath in, halfway lift. Reach the hips back as you pull your head forward. Exhale, plant your hands and step your left foot back about 2 to 3 feet to set up for pyramid pose. Keep your back flat to the horizon and allow your arms to hang down and jazz your hands. Breathe here. Bring your hands to your hips. Guide your right hip back and your left hip forward. Feel the strength of your hamstrings holding you up. Take a breath in. Empty as you fold over your leg. Maintain a micro bend in your knees. Press your right shin into the front of the room as you pull your left calf to the back of the room to stay active in this pose. Start to bring a bend into your right knee and spin your left foot to a 90-degree angle to set up for warrior two. Bring your awareness to your feet and consciously press them down into the mat as you rise up on the inhale, opening your arms to the horizon and your hips to the side. Your gaze is towards the front of the room. Take a breath into your back body and feel this guide your arms slightly forward. Bring your hands behind your back, clasp the hands. Inhale, pull the wrists down to the ground to broaden in the chest, and exhale, fold over your right leg. Press through the pinky edge of your left foot so that you're not dumping all of the weight into your right leg. Use the strength of your core to hold your torso up. And keep encouraging your head closer to the mat. Release your grip, bringing your hands down to the mat. Point all of your toes to face forward, close the hips, and lower your left knee to the mat. On a breath in, raise the arms above your head for Anjaneyasana or low lunge. Inhale, expansive breath. Exhale, draw your pelvic floor up towards your center. Inhale, release this engagement. Exhale, engage the Mula Bandha as you cactus the arms for a back bend. Feel free to stay here or take it dynamic. Another option is to bring your left arm and walk it down your left leg behind you, taking your back bend like that. Take whichever variation makes you feel most empowered. Next breath in, reach up and out of your back bend. Plant your hands down to the mat, tuck your left toes under, and then step the foot forward for a forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands and step your right foot back about 2 to 3 feet for pyramid pose. If you struggle with balance, see if you can widen your stance a bit. Inhale, bring your torso to the horizon, arms down, jazz hands. Feel the strength of your hamstrings. Maybe your left glute starts to turn on. From here, bring your hands to your hips. Guide your left hip back, your right hip forward. On a breath in, reach the crown of the head towards the front of the room. Pull the hips back. Exhale, find some more depth. Choose a present breath. Choose to breathe in this moment. Invite a bend into your left knee, walking your hands towards the top of the mat. Widen your stance and point your right toes to a 90-degree angle as you inhale your arms to the horizon for warrior two. Take a centering breath, relaxing in the shoulders and in the jaw. Maybe creating a deeper bend in your left knee. When you're ready, clasp your hands behind your back. Take a breath in to lengthen first, and on an exhale, fold over your left leg. Keep actively pulling your shoulders away from your ears. Maybe play around with engaging your Mula Bandha to bring in more core stability. Start to release your grip, bringing your hands back down to the mat. Spin your hips to face forward. Lower the right knee. Inhale, raise the arms up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, relax your shoulders onto the back. We'll take our back bend on this side. You have the option of cactusing the arms and taking the back bend dynamic with each breath, backing off on the inhale, taking your back bend on the exhale. You can do a static hold with cactus arms, or you can encourage your right arm to travel down your right leg. Wherever you are, keep lifting up out of the hips to avoid crunching in the lower back. Next breath in, reach up and out. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, place your hands to your shins and straighten the arms for a halfway lift. Stay for the exhale, draw the shoulders back. Breath in, bring your arms out to a T, turn on the back of the legs, slight bend in the knees. Exhale here. Next breath in, use the strength of your hamstrings to rise up to Tadasana. Touch the palms together at the top, look at your hands, feel this connection. And on an exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump the feet back, lower from high to low plank. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog, press down through the hands and look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Exhale, pour it out. Inhale, raise your right leg up for three-legged dog. Exhale, bend in your knee, encourage your heel towards your glute. Choose to breathe here or bring your right foot down behind you to flip your dog. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling, hips face up. Continue to breathe wherever you are. If you're in your flip dog, bring your right hand back down to the mat. Lower the right leg down, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Breath in to raise your left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your knee to open up in the hip or choose to flip your dog, reaching your left arm up towards the ceiling. Reach through those fingertips, raise the hips towards the ceiling, or choose to reach your knee up towards the ceiling. If you're in a flip dog, return your left hand, your left leg back down to the mat, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, engage the Mula Bandha, empty out all your breath, get light in your step, and at the bottom of the exhale, jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, bend in the knees, point the tailbone down, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Keep your weight in your heels. You should be able to wiggle the toes. To make this pose more active, draw your thighs to the outside of the mat, pulling them to the left and the right energetically. How do you feel different muscles in your body turn on when you do this? Spacious breath in. Empty it out, forward fold. Clasp your arms behind your legs. Allow a bend in the knees if you need. On your next breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Heel toe your feet so that they're wider than hip width distance apart. And then bend in the knees, bringing your bottom down to the mat for Malasana or a yogi squat. You can choose to have your hands in an Anjali Mudra with your palms touching, or you can choose to take the Shuni Mudra, placing the tip of your middle and your thumb together, and then allow the rest of the fingers to relax. The Shuni Mudra helps you bring more strength and stability into your practice. Whichever mudra you feel called to do, honor that and feel the connection of your fingertips together. Feel the connection of your breath. From here, plant your hands down to the mat, raise your hips up, coming into a forward fold. Reclaim the breath. Rejoice in the introspective properties of forward bends. From here, plant your hands down and step your left foot back. Point your toes to a 90-degree angle to set up for side angle pose. Encourage your right arm to the inside of your right leg and reach your left arm straight up to the ceiling. On a breath in, back off slightly, lifting the torso up so that you can still have a spacious breath throughout the entirety of your torso. Back off as much as you need. Maybe take this Shuni Mudra in this pose, placing the tip of your middle and your thumb finger together. The placement of your right arm can be with your right elbow on your knee, or you can hover the arm to the inside of the leg, or for a deeper reach, send your knee forward and try to make contact with the right palm against the mat. Encourage your top arm to reach in front of your face as you bring it down to the mat. Step your right foot back, maybe take a one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, empty the breath, engage the Mula Bandha. Get light in your step and jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Encourage your feet to walk to the long edges of the mat, and then step your right foot back to set up for side angle on this pose. Point your right toes to the long edge of the mat. Open up your chest, bringing the left arm to the inside of the left leg, or maybe your elbow to your knee. Inhale, back off slightly so that you can still breathe spaciously into the torso. Feel your feet in contact with the mat. This is your foundation. I encourage you to find your edge. Discern discomfort from pain to keep yourself safe. When you're in a deep stretch and it starts to feel uncomfortable and you don't think you can go any further. But then if you take a deep breath, you may find that you can find a new edge. Understand the depths of your potential. On your next breath, ground your hands to the mat. Step your front foot back. For chaturanga, maybe take it one-legged. Breath in, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, slow rise up. Look at the palms, make connection at the top, and then follow your gaze as you bring your hands to heart center. Taking tree pose next, root your right foot into the mat as you bring your left foot to somewhere on your right leg, just being sure to avoid the knee. Press down through the right foot and feel this energetic lift up through the head. Find a focal point in front of you to help you with your balance. This is known as a drishti in Sanskrit. When you find your stability here, you can incorporate some arms into the pose, maybe taking the Shuni mudra, bringing stability into your practice. Be aware of your breath. On an inhale, point your knee forward. Exhale, release down. Bring the weight into your left leg as you roll out the right ankle. And then ground both feet down. Just rock forward and backwards to help equalize your weight. And then consciously root your left foot into the mat as you bring your right foot up, just avoiding the knee. Encourage your left hip in towards your center. Lift up out of the hips. Soften your gaze. Soften your breath. Maybe choose to embody a willow tree flowing in the wind. You can test your balance by flowing your arms up and down, following the flow of your breath. On your next breath in, point your right knee forward. Exhale, ground the right foot. Roll out your left ankle. Ground both feet down. Inhale, sweep the arms above the head. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, neutralize your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump the feet back, lower from high to low plank. Inhale, broaden in the chest, open up the heart, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, lower down onto your knees, untuck the toes, raise the torso up, taking a camel pose. So if you have a block or a book or something, you can choose to place that between the feet to help you in this pose. There's many different options. You can take your hands to your hips and dynamically take your back bend or take a static hold. Or you can place your hands behind you one at a time on your prop. Allow your head to sink back. Or you can bring your hands to the bottoms of your feet. And to go deeper, maybe walk your hands onto your calves or place your hands down to the mat behind you to encourage your head closer to the mat. Take a breath in to lift out of the pose. Move any props off to the side if you have them. On an exhale, plant your hands in front of you. Allow your hips to reach up to the sky as you plant your forehead down to the mat for puppy dog pose. So it's pretty similar to child's pose, just with your hips away from the heels and rather they're up towards the ceiling. Reconnect with the breath. Bring your weight back into your hands to shift your weight forward. Allow the ankles to come to one side as you make your way onto your bottom in an easy seated position. We're going to perform Kapalabhati Pranayama, which is a strong, victorious breath. This breath work utilizes a passive inhale and an active exhale. On the inhale, your belly will draw out, and on the exhale, your navel will pull in towards your center. If it helps, you can place a hand on your belly to feel this movement. So just take a normal breath in, exhale the air out. Passive inhale. Release this, take a fresh breath in, and we'll start again on the exhale. Big breath in, exhale it out. Breath in, we'll go again. Release that breath in, breath out. We're done with that. Just keep taking deep breaths. Notice what comes up in the body. Maybe any tingling sensations or peace of mind. Just rest with that. Next, inhale, circle the arms above the head. Exhale your right hand to your left knee and your left hand behind you, close to your hips. Inhale, lengthen in the spine, sit up straight. Exhale, bring your gaze behind your left shoulder. Breath in to lengthen. Exhale to twist deeper. Inhale, circle the arms back up. Exhale your left hand to your right knee, right hand behind you. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist, bringing your gaze behind your right shoulder. Inhale to look forward. Exhale, unwind. Breath in, reach the arms above the head. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flatten the back for a halfway lift. Exhale, start to walk the hands forward, finding a deeper fold. See if you can send breath into your back body. Slowly start to walk your hands back towards your center. And then from here, mindfully make your way onto your back. Keep a bend in your knees with the bottoms of your feet to the mat. From here, cross your right ankle over your left knee for supine figure 4. You can choose to stay as you are, or you can clasp your hands behind your thigh or your shin. To keep this pose active, you can press your right elbow into your right knee, or you can bring an arch into your back, and you'll feel this create a deeper stretch in your hip. Choose to keep the breath in the present moment. Release your left foot back down to the mat. Uncross your right leg to ground your right foot, and then cross your left ankle over your right knee. Choose whichever variation you did on the other side to maintain balance. See if you can soften in the back of the head, soften in your jaw and in the shoulders. Start to slow down the breath. Embody a subtle, mindful breath. Start to uncross your legs, and we have some options for an inversion. So you can take headstand, or you can stay on your back and take waterfall pose, raising your legs up into the air and maybe your arms. Another option is to take shoulder stand by placing your hips into your hands and pressing down through your triceps. Be sure to keep your ankles stacked above your hips and guide your chin away from your chest. Take 10 deep breaths, whichever variation you choose. If you're in shoulder stand and feel called to come into plow, I invite you to honor that. You can clasp your hands behind your back and press your forearms into the mat to avoid overextending in the elbows. Also an option to hug your knees around your temples. Apply some slight pressure and then pull up with the knees. Whichever variation you're in, mindfully start to make your way out. Be sure to take a counter pose if you did a headstand, or if you did shoulder stand or waterfall. Make your way into happy baby. So you can take this pose active or passive. Maybe choose to bend and straighten one leg, or take it active by pulling down, encouraging your knees into your elbows or into your armpits, and then pressing up through the bottoms of the feet into your hands for some isometric contraction. Release your grip. Bring the bottoms of your feet to touch and your knees out wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. Place one hand on your chest and the other hand on your belly. The Annamaya Kosha sheds light on our physical body. See if you can tune in to all 5 of your senses in this pose. With your eyes closed, what can you see in your mind? Do you smell anything? Can you taste your breath? Are there any sounds in your environment? What are you feeling throughout the entire body? What do you feel in your heart? Slowly guide your knees back together and gently, one at a time, extend each of your limbs. I am now going to take you through an inner pilgrimage through the body, also known as Shavayatra. How this will work is you'll imagine a brilliant white light emanating from different areas throughout the body, which I will cue. So to start, imagine this white light shining from your heart center. Imagine this white light traveling to the space of your eyebrows, then to your throat, right shoulder, right elbow, right wrist, right thumb, right index finger, right middle finger, right ring finger, right pinky, right wrist, right elbow, right shoulder, throat, left shoulder, left elbow, left wrist, left thumb, left index finger, left middle finger, left ring finger, left pinky, left wrist, left elbow, left shoulder, throat, heart center, left chest, heart center, right chest, heart center, navel, pubic bone, right hip, right knee, right ankle, right big toe, right second toe, right third toe, right fourth toe, right fifth toe, right ankle, right knee, right hip, pubic bone, left hip, left knee, left ankle, left big toe, left second toe, left third toe, left fourth toe, left fifth toe, left ankle, left knee, left hip, pubic bone, navel, heart center, throat, third eye. Consciously press the tips of your pointer fingers to the tip of your thumb, then your middle finger, ring finger, pinky. Inhale, take a full body stretch. Exhale, curl up into a ball. Roll onto either side of the mat and place your palm on your mat to feel this connection. Feel this connection with your physical body, with your spirit. And know that your yoga is a link between the two. Press yourself up into an easy seated position. Inhale, sweep your arms above the head, connect the palms at the top. Pause the breath as you place your thumb knuckles to your third eye center. Exhale your hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up, hold, thumbs to third eye center. Exhale, release it all out, hands to heart center. Imagine a brilliant white light emanating from all of your cells. Send this white light to those around you, and then send it to all other beings on this planet so that we can all shine from the same light. Namaste.